What's up? Welcome back to Cairn. We have to get up here somehow. I would like to go to that, what's it called? Short break spot. But I'm not sure how. I feel like trying to climb up here is probably going to be the easiest. And the safest as well, because if we fall, we don't fall all the way down there. And I just noticed there's a backpack just above Aval's head. Do I want to go there? Kinda do. Okay, that worked out. I was too scared to do that jump last time on the way here. Oh, it's not a backpack, as it turns out. Is it here? Yeah, so we're gonna rappel. Looks like you can walk down there. Might be worth checking out. Okay, we have coffee packets, uncooked rice and maple syrup, which I can't pick up because we're full. I think I want to recycle this bottle. So we've been carrying all these containers. Just drink all the water. Or empty it and compost. Yeah, okay. Could there be anything on the other side of this? Looks like there's nothing really down there. I can't swing around to the other side. I'm gonna go back all the way. We did it once, surely we can do it a second time. Although it doesn't really seem like there's much of anything. Wish the camera was a bit more flexible. Can't really see. I'm gonna assume it's safe to proceed without missing anything super important. Nice. I think I'm gonna set up camp real quick. Maybe sleep for a bit to recover health. Save bivouac. Fingers don't really need any tape. Yeah, or I could eat an underground oak. And then I will cook this rice. Let's eat that now. Maybe it's a bit excessive. Let's use the smaller canteen to make coffee. Store that away. And I'm curious what will happen if we use maple syrup with the coffee. Coffee extra sweet. Okay. Maybe not super useful. No pigeons, no. Okay, let's start climbing. The tiniest of lips. Right. I guess up here would be marginally better. Can you stand on the bivouac point? It's not ideal. Okay, so far so good. This might get a bit tricky. There is another small footrest. But only one. No, can't quite reach. Gonna set a pigeon. Oh, I can't. This is trog material. I should have seen that. It's quite shiny. Okay, do you go around here? There's nowhere to go as such. Not really sure how to approach this. It's not that far. We're kind of losing it. No. Okay, that doesn't really work. Yeah, this side looks a bit easier, but I don't know if I can get there from here. We're here now, so I think we should still try to make it up here. Like, there's really nothing proper to hold on to. Let's use a chalk. No. Okay, this is a tiny bit better. Okay, sweet. Nettle. There's a fly in my room. So we call that pigeon. And I guess to go further up we have to go left, but first I wish to repel why could I not set a pigeon while repelling? She doesn't want to. My plan was to repel, so I set a pigeon, automatically climb back up and then jump across. But I guess I'm gonna have to do it slightly differently. And set a pigeon here. And then move back. And then jump. Okay. That's the short break. And then we simply jump back across. Okay. Next bit of climbing. On the face of it, tiny bit easier. Okay, nice. That wasn't too bad. What is this? Oh, is this one of those Edelweiss? Yeah. Cool. What an incredible flower with its little warm fuzz. It's strange, I can feel my heart beat when I hold it in my hand. And a note. Gabriel, I found it. I found the pearly Edelweiss. It's right there in front of me in that little rocky recess. Fateful, isn't it? The flower I sought in order to heal you grows much higher than I thought it would. We never could have reached it before you left this world. I blame myself. We should have gone back down as you requested. Maybe if I myself ate the flower, it would give me enough strength to reach the damn summit. But what's the point, really? Cammy got the better of you, and she got the better of me. What were we really hoping for? We're orphans. We don't have a family name to inscribe in the human pantheon. Wait a little longer. I'm on my way. Your Roberto. Okay. Hard to say which line would be objectively easiest. There's some, I think that's juniper, but I'm not gonna bother. Let's recall the Piton. And we quite desperately need a drink. We still have soup. It's a bit excessive because it heats up a lot, but you know, what must be done must be done. Right. I reckon left looks marginally easier. Set a Piton right away. None of these holds are the ones I want to use. Shimmy up the door frame. And then just try to figure it out. No. Yes. No. Starting to pant. It's really quite high up. Okay. The further we progress, the more I start to think if I should use the hold assist, where it indicates if the hold you're on is solid or not. None of this is all that great. It's very crumbly. And to the left there isn't much better. Oops. It's not great. Really not great. Okay. Might want to set up another piton. And I will. No. Don't. Okay. It's a good thing we set that piton. I guess you're supposed to use this. No, that was not good. But we can make it work. Okay, nice. And probably right seems to be most advisable. Just use these parallel holds as much as I can. And just shimmy along. Oh, there's some stuff up there on the right. It's almost looked like a place where you could stand, but you can't. Backpack. Banana min. I cannot take the other stuff. So probably just set another piton so I can rearrange my pack. Okay. Energy gummies, nuts. Yeah, see the gummies. Okay. Right, where do we want to go? More to the right and then up. Or straight up from here. Left looks a bit easier after the first bit, but right looks easier right away. I'm inclined to go left for reasons I can't really explain or justify. Come on. No, 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 no. It's just instantly terrible. Should probably go right. Maybe with chalk we can just get up this first portion. Jesus, what's happening? No. It's kind of annoying. I guess we are going right. But I need to stretch 1 foot further than it can physically go. It's tricky. I do believe left is the easier path apart from this first bit where I really don't know what to do. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Except it might. Phew. Well, we're committed now. Is there any way you could move around this outcrop? Excuse me. What in the devil are you doing? This is very jank. Somehow it's working. I feel like I'm kind of breaking the game. Just a few more steps. Okay, I think if we set a pit in here, should be able to make it the rest of the way. I will have to go further right. Yeah, this is pretty good. And then can this work? Come on. Might have to set another pigeon. This is not very stable. Just breathe for a moment. Look closer than it really is. No, should not have committed. Right foot. There. Another chalk, because I don't trust this. Look at us go. It's tempting to set another pigeon. I have 2 left. Yeah. It's not worth the risk. Probably could have worked without the last pigeon, but you know, it's it's worth it just for the reassurance. And there we go. Okay. We used 5 pitons, 3 breakable ones. Let's see how many we get back. Here he comes. And we got all of them back. That's an excellent result. What have we got here? Egg. I'm a bit confused where I saw those hanging climbers. I guess we might have to go down anyway first. It's just one rappel. Okay. Oh. Yeah, they're right here. Nothing else that I can see. Beat up climb bot, which has sports gel. And the person here, freeze-dried veggies and tape. Okay. A bivouac would have been nice. Okay, maybe I should not recall this piton, because we have to place one right as we start climbing anyway. Let's take the chalk. Not much in the way of food. These veggies I want to save. The sports gel doesn't do all that much, but it's one of the few things we have. And then I think the last soup. Right. Yeah, this is a bit tricky. It looks like on the left there's a hole you can climb through, so I do want to go that way. Nope. Should have taped my fingers. Let's get down to this ledge. Okay, and then yeah, just left and up, really. Yeah, I'm glad I spotted that, because I would have just went up and around the overhang from underneath. Yep. I'd like to get to that bigger rock before setting up pits, and it's a bit tricky. Okay, nice. And from here it's just straight up. I am gonna set one trog piton. Rather than use the trog pitons just for sections of hard rock, I tend to use them more if I'm like for short climbs where it would be extra wasteful to just lose a piton. Just a few more steps. Okay, that's good. I guess this can work. Oh no. Well, that's embarrassing. Same thing, but just be better. I forget how I did this. Okay, like that. And then I'm not sure what I did wrong specifically. Might have just tried to stretch too far. Okay. Might be further still than it looked. Should I set another piton? up here to the right. It is pretty simple, like just listen for the sound when you go for a hold. If there isn't a solid thunk, you probably shouldn't go there. Okay, Marco.
Finally got through that crux.
Yeah. What cost? Slope from hell before I got to this ledge.
I'm cooking tonight, okay?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Pretend you have nothing to cook. I do have freeze-dried veggies and water and dandelion. Okay, something to read. Maybe it's a good idea if, like, I tend to skip these long cutscenes, or I skip most of them anyway. But just to summarize, Marco is having serious doubts about continuing. Ava tried to motivate him and even offered to climb down with him. But then Marco just wanted to be alone, and now that, when Ava woke up, Marco was gone. A poster about climbing practice. How to climb on ice. 1. Aim your equipment at cracks and knobs for a solid hold. 2. If your equipment bounces once, you won't be as well anchored and you'll tire more quickly. 3. Hold square to plant with more force. This will ensure you are firmly anchored even on smooth surfaces, but it will also require more effort than aiming for cracks. You will automatically equip ice climbing gear when aiming at an ice surface. Hold R2 to equip or put away the gear manually. Let's set up camp. Just to cook this egg. I think that's all we can do. Oh no, this nettle. Probably should have checked if there was a spring first, because then I would have had 4 portions in the small canteen. No pitons to repair. Our fingers desperately need some tape. Okay, and this last one. Nothing else to do. Okay. That is going to be it for this video. Would be nice if I could pick up the plantain, but we're very full up. Let's have a look over here, although there's nothing that I can see. Nothing we missed during the climb as far as I can see. So yeah, next time it seems like we'll be getting into ice climbing. I feel like you're supposed to climb this ice wall as kind of a tutorial, but there is a perfectly valid path up there on the left. But yeah, most likely just climb up here. But we'll save that for next time. So as always, thank you very much for watching and for listening. Just checking if there's a way to climb up the tree, but I don't know why you would. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.